Alright, we're working on red today. For a bit. I will try my best not to shaft Yoshi. It's only 7:30, it should be time. But the Yoshi game, still going. More content. Yoshi and the Never-Ending Book. No, but that game is, yeah, man. I think it justifies its price now. Looking at it from the surface, when I saw the price of that game, I was like, I mean, it's not the most expensive that a Switch 2 game gets, but it was pricey. But I was like, it's a Yoshi game. I like Yoshi games. But now, yeah, okay, no. The price justified a while ago. Did I see the Pokemon Power World thing? No. I mean, when it comes to that sort of stuff, I assume it's about the whole lawsuit thing. It's like, that shit goes on for years. They're gonna fight that for the next 5 years or so. Nothing gets resolved quickly. That being said, I did see that they lost some of the patents they had on Pokemon style mechanics. Nintendo only got them on a part of a patent and only get a maximum payout of 30k, which is nothing. Yeah, I mean, in the grand scheme, given the game sold a lot, not really. It's nothing. But, yeah, I don't know. There's two sides to that, right? On the one hand, I think putting a patent on game mechanics is just so... It's so restrictive and anti-free market. That's the irony of that sort of stuff, is like, you know, competition, that sort of stuff. Anti-innovation, whatever you want to call it. I can't articulate my thoughts. That side of it is very shitty. But on the other side, I mean, let's be real. Some of those PAL designs straight up are copies of Pokemon. Like, no matter which way you slice it, it's like, come on, man. Come on. Who are we kidding here? Like, what are we talking about here? I know it's Nintendo, but come on. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I care enough about that stuff. Beyond the patent of video game mechanics, which is stupid. It's just one of those things that's just, at the moment, it's easy to just create YouTube drama about it. And it comes from people that aren't lawyers. So it's like, yeah. I don't pretend to be one either. But just like declarations of one side winning. I saw the video now, by the way. And yeah, that to me, that's like very clickbaity. Let me guess, the thumbnail says that they won, but then the video almost immediately is like, well, not really. Kind of. Yeah. That's what they do exactly. Yeah. It's just... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I become cynical. So, I've made progress on photo. Yesterday, I just checked in at the island and Lucha gave me a photo. So I have Lucha's photo on this island. You know, not the photo that I've spent a month trying to get on both islands of the chickens. No, not at all. It's okay. I do want to try and get all of them because I want to try and make it so they have... I don't know if it's even doable, but I hope it is. Or I can place the opposite photo in the opposite house. I could be wasting my time. Okay, Van, 130 streak, damn. How's it going? Long time no see, you sleepy? I'm gonna keep gifting. I mean, the iron wall lamp is working, so... Yeah, well, hopefully Animal Crossing will help. Oh no, here it's really dark. It's... Alright, come on, man. I've given you everything. Another villager's given me a photo even in the time. Nope, still nothing. Okay. Can't give you the photo. It's like the picture of Dorian Gray. I don't know what that means. Is this something I should know what it means? The picture of Dorian Gray ages while the man himself doesn't. It's usually a portrait. Still not... Yeah, I don't know. This is something that goes over my head. I understand what you mean in concept though now. It's just still don't understand what or where it's from. It's an old story, bad at explaining. Yeah. You kind of did what they do when, you know, Like, let's say I said wheelie bin, and someone that wasn't Australian was confused, and they ask you, what's a wheelie bin? And then you go back to them, oh, you know, it's a wheelie bin that you wheel out garbage in. It's like, okay, that's great. I understand you wheel out garbage, but what's a wheelie bin? So Dorian Gray is like a photo of Dorian Gray. Dumb? What's dumb, Vanna? Portrait is taken at a certain time thereafter where the portrait ages while he does, and if you kill the portrait you kill the man. Okay, but like still we're kind of getting around, we're finally getting around to the point where, like, what is it, a horror story? Oh, she's sitting. Wheelie bin, are you making fun of Australian culture? Are we doing a Benjamin Button on this explanation? Like, are we starting with the end and then working back to the beginning? Why can't I gift you? Did I gift you already? I guess I must have. Yes, well, it's not the dumbest Australian thing. It's not the dumbest thing we have. I already know one that's dumber that you're gonna say is really dumb. You ready for it? I'll tell you what it is. One of the most difficult things for me to adjust to when it came to talking to an American audience. I mean, to some degree, a European audience, but as well, but mostly Americans. Was like, in winter, I would talk about being cold, and I'd say, BRB, I'm gonna put on a sweatshirt. Now, in Australia, you don't say sweatshirt. And you say, be right back, I'm gonna put on a jumper. And that would confuse the living fuck out of every American in the chat. They'd be like, what do you mean, jumper? The hell's a jumper? I think that's worse than wheelie bin. You know what that is? That's surprising. Probably the first I've come across that knows what that is. You have to adjust your language for going up to the gas station. Gas station is another one. I mean, granted, servo is the Australian version, the slang. But we don't say gas, we say petrol as well. But see, that one at least the Europeans can understand petrol. You're cultured, very cultured if you know jumper. Very impressive. Oh, another one. But this one, I think this one's British English as well. But we don't say eraser, we say rubber. And that has a completely different meaning. Yeah. Eraser. I think one of my favorite interactions, though, was the one time we were joking in the chat, and Tizzy, you said you were just taking the piss, and then a chat member thought you were being... Didn't know what it was, but thought it was rude. I guess because I had the word piss in it. I like to politen it by calling it extracting the urine. Okay, see, that's... I feel like that's worse. People don't say taking the piss. Not Americans. Extracting the urine makes it sound surgical. How many presents? I got 2, so there's 1 villager I haven't gifted. Who haven't I gifted? Velma? But Velma wasn't home, I don't think. They're probably hanging out at the museum or something. I mean, yeah, it's pretty much our version of yanking your chain or pulling your leg. Okay, I mean, I'm going to guess they're in the museum. I gotta work this area today. Trying to think of if there's anything worse than Jumper. That would be confusing. Pants. No. Well, chicken burger is probably the most confusing. I don't care. It makes perfect sense to me. I will never call it a chicken sandwich unless it's between 2 sandwich pieces of bread. White sandwich bread slices. horrible. No. Yui, yeah, but that's just Australian slang. I feel like every country has some weird colloquial term. Like, people still say U-turn here, right? Or as in jumper is like a straight up replacement for sweater. I'm talking about was that a straight up replacement? Doona? Doona's another one? Do people know Doona? Chat, do you know Doona? Do you know what a Doona is? D-O-O-N-A. No. Okay, wow. Huh. What do you think a Doona is? No, I'm curious. Let's see if it's at the very least logical. Waiting for Venice already. I mean, she might. Toilet? Not quite. It's chilly, 49/9.5. How is it here right now? Oh man, it's going down to 4 tonight, so like... Isn't that Dunny? Yeah, that's correct. Dunny. Might be confusing Doona with Dunny. Now that you say that. No, Doona is something else. Alright, I'll give you a hint. It's got to do with a bed. That's your clue. Ah! Hate it when I do that. There's several days worth of stuff here. It'll take a minute. Okay. If you give up, I'll tell you what it is. Doona's just basically a quilt. That's all it is. I don't know where the word comes from. I would assume there was a brand or something. Probably be my guess. Yeah, it's a quilt. You said that. Yeah, I was tabbed out for a sec. I wasn't looking at chat, but you are correct. You called it after the clue. Congratulations. Do you get a cookie? Do you want a cookie? So that reminds me, I still have Tim Tams that I haven't been eating. I had 2. I haven't had more. Australian slang is a weird thing. One of your mates used to work at Panthers, a large casino establishment across from a football stadium, and he used to confuse tourists by making up stuff. But I think that's just an Australian thing. Australians making up things to tell tourists in jest. I mean, that's where the whole drop bear thing comes from, right? The drop bear, the bunyip, what else? What's the one in Perth? Birdie? What now? Birdie? You don't know Bertie? You haven't seen the Perth tourism video? No one's seen the Perth tourism video? See, I feel like if I show the video, it's going to be like a very Australian joke. Okay, I'll show it on stream. I'll pause the recording because I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, copyright. No such thing as fair use anymore. So I'll pause recording. YouTube viewers, just look up "This is Perth." Okay. The video is funny. If you've ever been to Perth, you'll know. It's a nice city, but man, it's right about the whole thing where things close early. And it's pretty quiet at night. But it's nice, I like it. I kind of enjoyed my time in that city. But yeah, that's Birdie. The giant cephalopod that exists in Perth. Dude, I don't think I went to look for Velma, I got distracted. Did I restart my VOD? I did. Thank you. Yeah, no, good to make sure. I'd hate to play for half an hour and then be like, shit. Oh no, it's happened before. And I've had to resort to, like, splicing in the Twitch VOD. Didn't I play silent for a while last time? Or the other day? Yeah, a little bit. But I just started again. I was like, alright, start a new VOD, just explain what happened. I didn't do much anyway. In some circumstances, I'll just edit around it. In others, I'll just start again. That's fine. It depends if anything of value was lost. have no idea how difficult it is to do that editing. It's gotten easier because, let's be nerdy, the hybrid MP4 format makes that easier. It lets you do things like put in markers in VODs that come up in video editors, but also I've got it set up where I have 3 audio tracks in a VOD. So I have the master mix, which is my voice and the game audio. Then I have another audio channel that is just my voice, and another one that's just the game sound. So if something happens, for example, where the game audio is quiet for some reason, I can just crank that up and just merge that into the master, and it's beautiful again. If at any point, for some reason, like microphone sounds bad, or I need to process the audio on the microphone, I can just process my voice track on its own, and again, merge it into the master. So at any given point, I can fix volume issues more than anything else. Or like if a bunch of noise or something happens, then yeah. It's a good system. Also, if I tend to make a horrendous noise, it means I can cut that out and just isolate me making a horrendous noise to sample for some reason. So I have the power to do many things. It does make the VOD file sizes a bit bigger, but it's worth it. There have been a couple of times where that has bailed me out. Where I've played a game and the volume was low on the game because it just had terrible mixing. So I've just bumped up the audio in the game and then, yeah, VOD's watcher. VODs are so much easier to watch that way. Generally, I don't have to do that. It's rare. But it's nice to know that if something goes wrong from an audio perspective, I can fix it more or less. With the exception of being muted, that I can't do anything, really. I mean, I suppose I could record some post-commentary and be like, hey, I messed up. This is me in the future adding commentary to this. But I haven't done that. Where the hell is Velma? I think Vanna went to sleep. I asked if she wanted a cookie. She didn't reply. Understandable, it's late for her. It's late for anyone in America right now. Or early, depending on where you are, I guess. What? I looked in all of the museums. I looked in the art gallery as well. So, where is she? I guess I can find her later. 5 a.m. Yeah. I guess it's early if you've gotten up, late if you've stayed up. White pigeon milk? Yeah. Not milk from a pigeon. It's milk branded pigeon. I've talked about this before. He randomly asks. Imagine you went to a coffee place and they just randomly offered milk, like you don't have a say. God, I thought it was a Nookmal thing. Oh, it's the stretching one. Oops. Oh well, doesn't matter. No, I'm gonna forget it. I'm just gonna go about my day. It's not that important. So yeah, we're gonna be working on this area, making it the same as the other island. The houses are all uniform like the other one, so I think it looks nice. One thing I did as well, I made a new logo for the YouTube VODs because I've had this feeling for a while. I just got lazy. But I called it 2025 Island, which admittedly was a mistake. That shows how much I thought this was going to go for. I didn't think it would bleed over into 2026, let alone a whole year. So now it's just red, blue island. Blue and red islands. And now I don't have to worry about it. It's like, it's fixed. I might go back and update the other ones slowly, but for now. It also means that the videos don't feel dated. It's like a new video pops up and it says 2025. People think it's just old. So I've learnt my lesson. Oh, there you are. I'm just gonna buy the first one. This is the last gift I have to give out today. They don't ever place it up. That's why I keep giving this one. Alright, that's everything. You know what? I may as well do this too while I'm here for the Nook Miles. I'm still not doing this. While this is happening, I may as well get a drink. Back in 30 seconds. Or less, really. I had a can of Coke in the fridge, so I just want to get it. Okay. My project this week has been, or is going to be, to set up a music drive for myself. I do have my music backed up on a bunch of different things, but when I got my handheld, I changed the drive that was in it for a bigger one. This was a while ago. So in a box I have a storage drive, one of the NVMe ones, if you know what that is. So I bought an enclosure, and I'm gonna put that drive in there and throw my music on there. So it's like a tiny music drive. As I've started getting back into curating my music again. What I'm hoping to do with I'll figure it out, but I want to see if like there's a way to get a cheap Android device that I can plug it into. And then I have like my music as a portable music player. Maybe a little clunky, I don't know. I'll figure out the kinks, but at the very least I needed a drive for my music. And yeah, man, just, I don't know. It feels good to curate music again instead of just doing algorithm playlists. Alright, we're gonna do halves real quick. Hey, Quirky Sloth Gaming. Hope all is well. Yeah, start of a new week, but all is well. Just keeping warm. How about you? What am I buying? Don't know what I'm buying yet. Sure. I'll figure it out. I think it's kind of funny that drive I have is like worth twice as more than it was now. It's just been sitting in a box there for a while. I guess I may as well do something with it. During the heat and humidity of southern USA. Oh yeah, humidity sucks. We got a mix of it here, but generally summer it's dry predominantly. On that note, when I think it's on Sunday early morning, it's Australia versus America in the World Cup. If it wasn't at 5 a.m., I'd get up to watch it, but I'll just learn about it in the news, see what happens. See, if it was on at 3 a.m., it'd be fine, because then it'd be like me staying up. But 5 a.m. at that point, that's getting up early. I can stay up as long as I need to. I just don't like waking up that early. Especially not on a Sunday. But I'll see. Maybe I'll tough it out. I haven't been keeping tabs on the tournament or how Australia's been doing. Alright, what are we ordering? Who do I think will win? I don't know, because I haven't really kept tabs on how the Australian team is doing, but I mean, neither Australia or America have ever won it, so, you know, I feel like it could go either way. This is one of those things where, yeah, I genuinely don't know. But the last few ones, I feel like Australia's done okay. Given there was a long period where we never would even qualify for the thing, so... I guess I need... Yeah, I was ordering these on the other islands. Let's start here. They're cheap and it can let me save up for a more expensive item. I'm not a sports person, in case it wasn't obvious. But the World Cup was something that I have nostalgia for because I used to watch the matches with my dad whenever they were watchable. And there was one World Cup in particular where my brother... he started working at the first Krispy Kreme that opened in Australia. And he made donuts for his training and they couldn't sell them because they hadn't opened yet. And during that period, we were eating donuts late at night watching the matches. It was great. But yeah, I mean, not remotely into sports. I can be social and talk about them and get into it, but me on my own, no. It's like I'm not completely inept. I can definitely keep a discussion up. But preferably not. The same way I said about baseball, many fond memories of your late father. That's nice. Yeah. I think that's where it is for me with the World Cup, is just the fond memories more than anything else. And it'll probably always be a positive memory. Is there anything else? No, I think we're good here. Alright. To halves. Wait, did I get the recipe? No, I didn't get the food one. I think the only one that I haven't made an attempt at yet. And I know Australians are going to be like, revoke Australia card, but listen. Not every Australian likes the sport. AFL, which is Australian football. Just never really made an attempt to get into it or watch a match. At least with that, there's plenty of people that don't watch it, so it's fine. Really? I didn't know how to make cookies? Okay. Fair enough. Let's see how they're doing. Well, they beat Turkey 2-0. Oh, okay. Looks like the Australian team's young this time. Okay, they seem to be doing okay. Alright. Good to know. I'm just curious how they were doing. Maybe it might be worth waking up to watch that match. Yeah, but 5 in the morning, jeez. I have to go to bed early. Why does every place in the world have to be so far away from Australia, I ask you? It doesn't matter what you're talking about. We're ages away from the Americas. We're ages away from Europe. No matter which way you slice it. It's just... We're always far away from everything. Do the friendship. Oh, wait. No. Hang on, I don't know the money. Wow. The money's almost dropped below $1 mil. I may have to transfer some money across. I don't know if I want to do another round of turnips. I don't think I have the room anymore. Where am I going to place it? I guess you're the most new one. Your son is in Australia and I went for some special electric guitar or something. Just said the mum thing. Don't go to the Outback. That's a fair call. Yeah, just as long as he stays away from the literal middle of Australia or the far north, it'll be fine. The far north is basically our version of Florida. Except there's birds that look like dinosaurs. Dear God, you think I'm kidding? Hold on. I'm not joking. You know how they talk about Australia and giant spiders? Yeah. No, that's the far north. Let's talk about nature. Wait, where'd it go? So that's a cassowary. They're found in the north. And if you want a frame of reference as to why I say they're dinosaurs... Yeah. Spiders will keep you out of Australia. No. Like, this is what you need to know, okay? Now, let's do a little lesson on this Australia, shall we? And I promise you this will make you want... Oh, at the very least, reconsider the stance. Australia's a nice place. Where the hell is this map? Man, it's such a tiny map. Alright. Yeah, that'll do. That kind of illustrates the point. Okay. So, when we talk about Australia, this is the size of Australia, right? Now, when you look at this and people talk about deadly animals, for the vast majority of the size of our country, yeah, there's spiders, there's crocodiles, there's sharks, there's cassowaries, there's all sorts of nasty stuff. There's very poisonous snakes, right? But Australia doesn't function the way a normal country does. When it comes to us... Are you shitting me? It didn't save the image. Man, Windows is so annoying. Let's try that. Beautiful. There it is. Got it. When it comes to Australia, however, unlike the United States, where you have cities and population kind of dispersed around the country because it's usable, Australia, on the other hand, if you look at the map, right, it's the sections in the darkest of orange, that's where the majority of people live. Whereas in the rest of it, the further inland you go, the less people live, like pretty severely, to the point where like a large amount of the country, there's nothing. And so pretty much the places you visit, Melbourne, which is the, let me get a little indicator. Well, anyway, the areas in red, if you visit the areas in red, with the exception of the northern states, right, the top right and the center top, if you stick to Melbourne and Sydney in particular, it's like visiting a nice city. I've lived here my entire life, and unless I was in the literal middle of nowhere, like, you know, one of these less than 0.1% areas, I've never come across a creature that can kill me. No snakes, no deadly spiders. There are spiders, but they're tiny house spiders. It's like, you probably have come across bigger spiders. Hell, those who live in the south have probably seen more snakes than I have. Ever. And this is coming from a country that is known. Meanwhile, you almost lost a thumb to a brown recluse. Exactly. I've come across a deadly snake once. You're in more danger than I am. And so that's the misconception with Australia, is like, technically, yes, the majority of the country has things that can kill you, but the areas you're going to visit, unless you're talking about the north, that's a whole other story, that's like Florida, you're fine. Especially Melbourne and Sydney, which is like the two most known cities. You'll be fine. There's nothing to fear. All the pictures you see of, like, you know, Crocodile Dundee and Steve-O and shit, that's usually the north of Australia. And that, yeah, that's that. So, but if you look at pictures of, you know, Melbourne and Sydney, they're just really nice cities. There's a lot of food culture, particularly in Melbourne and Sydney. It's like a giant melting pot of food. If you like to eat, Melbourne and Sydney are fantastic places to visit. It's very nice here. So as long as your son isn't in one of those areas that were pointed out in the yellow, he'll be fine. Or the far north. If it was either Melbourne or Sydney, it's fine. Wait, so the deadly animals are in Canada? What do you mean, Canada? I mean, our version of Canada is New Zealand, basically. That's the joke. You should be fine. Others said Southeast USA is more dangerous. Yeah, I mean, you know. On average, you're going to come across more dangerous creatures than I ever will. It's not that I can't, right? Like, hey, I just go for a drive like 3 hours away from the city and I'll probably come across something. But there's no reason for me to do that. The map showed the far north of Australia was in Canada. No, but, no, see that? Oh, I see. I get it. Right. The map that showed the size of Australia relative to Canada. I see. Relative to Canada and the United States. It's one of those things that people don't know how big Australia is, for one. It's pretty massive. And two, just the surprise that most of our population really is just around these little hubs around the coast. That's why most Australians have access to a beach, because all our cities are pretty much along the coast. Yeah, you shouldn't fear Australia. Unless you're going to the outback, then fine, fair game. But if you're going to the outback, then you kind of have that adventuring sort of lifestyle anyway, so it's probably what you're after. But I just think Australia gets a bad rep because Dingo ate my baby, Steve-O, and you know, Crocodile Dundee. But it is a very nice place to visit. Especially if you're a fan of food. Steve-O is Australian. No, Steve Irwin. Crocodile Hunter. I didn't mean Steve-O. Like, sorry, that was me either mumbling or my accent. Quite the difference, very much so. Mainly because one of them is still alive. I don't know if I did the right one, but whatever. I'll still get points for it. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, okay. I didn't pick the right theme. It's fine. I'm gonna get hearts for it. Okay. I've had that discussion many a time with just anyone that is afraid of Australia. It's just, there's no reason to be. It's like any other place in the world. You drive far away enough from civilization, you're going to come across dangerous creatures. It's the same in Europe. It's the same in the United States. It's like you drive far away enough, you're going to see a bear, you're going to see snakes, you're going to see something that's going to kill you. It's no different here. I didn't bring the thing with me. Just people imagine it to be like I roll out of bed and then there's a giant 50-foot spider on my window or something. Bear and wolves is probably the worst thing that could happen to you in Germany. Yeah. And see that, to me, it's like, I wouldn't be afraid to go to Germany just because bears and wolves exist. Just stay away from the places that have bears and wolves. You have family in the Rocky Mountains. They wake up to bears pounding on their industrial garbage containers. They're effing huge. Yeah, I would not mess with a bear. I'd like to see it in a zoo. In the context of a zoo, sure. Okay, I'm just gonna check in with the... What do we call this? It's like it's not an ABD, but this thing, just to get my daily miles. Nook Stop. Forgot the name of it. Okay. Let's get to work on this. So we'll take it area by area. Okay, so this is not paved. I might alter the design slightly because I did buy something, but anyway. What do we need? We need bin, iron bench, topiary to begin with. Okay. I'm just following the design. Okay. Topiaries. Bin. Drink machine, snack machine, which I guess I had to take the drink machine to halves. And then red hyacinth and pink tulip. Guess I have to go that. Red hyacinth and... Mind. I think one of the wildest things about bears is just how people can try to keep them as pets. I don't know. Or any animal of that sort of level, you know? Like, keeping an apex predator as a pet, it's wild to me. How did I keep them? Don't comprehend it. Yeah, especially since... I mean, there's just so many cases of where it goes wrong. I don't know. Is it because it's a flex? A flex of wealth, maybe? I feel like there's better ways to flex your wealth. You have little sympathy if something happens to those people. Yeah, I mean, that's natural selection, right? The Darwin Awards, whatever it is. flex of I am a badass. Yeah, well. Maybe to some. I mean, that's the thing with that sort of stuff is... The only reason people think that is because it does eventually work. As much as we like to think everyone's rational, that's why people keep doing that stuff, is because eventually it does work. It only has to work once. Ah, there it is. Oh wow, I am very low on iron on this island. I might have to use some of my tickets just to go out and get more. Wait, can I customize this without going to halves? Oh, no, I see. I mean, if I was creative enough, well, if there wasn't a limited amount of patterns, I might actually make one, but because there's a limited amount of patterns, it's not a good idea. Okay. Be back. There's gonna be a lot of back and forth. I'm trying to think what the dumbest thing people try to keep as pets here are. I mean, I want to say dingo, but, like, I think... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think there's anything as bad as a bear here. Okay, so... Oh, see, on the other island I had it as this. I'm gonna have to change the other island. But that's fine, we'll do that. You love sloths and they aren't apex, but you're not suited to have them as a pet. Baby sloths are cute. Yeah. I mean, that's a different thing. That's just... can't provide the environment they need. That, at least, is understandable. Okay, so this one will keep this color because, yeah, this will be the neutral thing. I haven't seen baby sloths. What does a baby sloth look like? Okay, yeah, that is pretty adorable. Check out a video, the sounds they make are cute too. I'll have to. The topic of animal sounds. One of the things that, and this is me living in Australia, but I didn't know was a thing, is that koalas have two distinct noises they make. And, well, like, I guess if you expect, Okay, one of them I guess is kind of expected, but the problem is it's not expected in the context of what you hear first, I guess. But like, they have a very... It almost sounds like... I don't know. To me, it sounds like a bird a little bit, but I know it's not a bird. It's just... It's kind of whiny. And it makes you go, oh, that's what they sound like, really? But then when they get agitated, like, that whiny sound kind of morphs into like a bear noise. I guess it kind of explains why people thought there were drop bears. It was probably just a koala making that aggressive sound. Yeah, see, that's better. I like that. I'll have to change that on the other island. I had a drink fountain here, but yeah, no, this is better. Okay, so what are we doing up here? Yeah, if you look, there's like a video on YouTube that's just two koalas fighting. And it makes the sound. Okay. So what do I need? I need 2 more benches. Let me... Yeah, I need more iron. I'm gonna run out. Okay. So that's that. Oh yeah, I need to make... Yeah, I'm probably gonna run out. And I just use this one. So it's neutral. Okay. Alright, so I need... Where's the Triceratops standee? Okay, I need to take one of these to halves. Do I really not have that? I know the other island does, so I can go fetch it. It's fine. Okay, I need to order more of these. I guess I really don't have it. Didn't I order the town clock? I swear I did. Hang on. Probably skipped over it. I did order that stuff in preparation for this. There it is. I'm just blind. Okay. And I need a red hedge or that one. And moss. What's it gonna do? Oh yeah, check if... Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to go fetch the standee. So I'm just gonna place the stuff that I can place right now. Right, what am I doing? I'm gonna have to take it away again if I do that. Okay. We are looking at this one. I'm really happy with how this area turned out. So I still need CJ to turn up so I can commission a model. Okay, well, because this is reversed. I gotta come back with the plant partition. I need another trash can for that. Oh, the samurai armor. I think I have to go pick that up too. Okay, there's a couple of things I need to go pick up. I guess if I want to be lazy, I can go pick up another trash can from the other island instead of ordering it here. Okay. Just Just gotta customize the plant partition and go get the other stuff. Looks good. Alright. Put all the junk away. I'm gonna try and do as much of this as I can tonight. Just this island's been falling behind on the builds I've done. I need to get it closer to being the same. Okay. I'll go around. No, it's fine. Keep lifting weights. It's fine. I'll go around. All good. Don't worry. I swear sometimes the villagers do that on purpose. I'm trying to control two things at once here. Go halves. Whilst this is happening, I'm opening the other island up. I think that's the one, yeah. Okay. So I need the throwback dino screen. Wait, the other island doesn't have spare trash cans either. Okay, both islands need to order trash cans. And where's that samurai? There it is, samurai suit. Okay. You can also see what I'm building towards on that side there. I love seeing that building as you fly into this town. Okay, and while I'm here, I may as well just give the plants a water. Okay, a bunch of them popped up overnight. That's good. I probably still need more than this. These were the biggest pains. Just get a bunch of them. Oh, man. It's okay. It's almost over. Okay. So I'll probably, yeah, see, I just gotta swap these two for the snack fridge on this island, but everything else looks about right. I gotta place the samurai thing, plant partition. It's mostly done. This is what I came here for. And then I gotta wait for CJ to make the shark model to place here on both islands. Now, what about tonight's other project? I could make this. Or maybe I feel more tempted to just maybe make the room that I made in here. Not this room. Man, I'm so happy with this room, how it turned out. Given the amount of space I have, just having a little saloon here. Is there anything that's here that I wouldn't have on the other island? I think most of it should be here. This is my favorite. This gyro. It just looks like it's playing the piano. I could watch it all day. Best gyroid. Alright, let's head back. Hopefully I won't have to go back though. This island doesn't have the same wow factor as the other one as you fly in. I mean, okay, you see a couple of nice buildings, sure, but the other one you see the haunted house thing. It's way more impressive. Nope. No one's playing Hotel. Alright. Plant partition. I gotta go back to halves because the samurai suit's not red. Really? Huh. Just thought of something. Which way is it facing on the other island? Yes, I'm going to that detail. I have a feeling it's like this. Alright. Get the samurai suit, and then that's all I can do for now. Before I forget, though, I'm going to put in an order for 2 more bins. Oh, I can order a few. Alright, I'm ordering a few. That one. It's my hope that one day we will play an Animal Crossing game where we can just pick how many of each item we want to buy. If I want to buy 5 at once, I should buy 5 at once. Okay. I guess if I'm doing the saloon thing, I should probably customize the simple panels and stuff while I'm there. I haven't done any work on the house on this island, so this will probably be a good start. That's the more complicated room. Okay, let's get to work. So, at the very least, I know what I'll need. I don't have a piano on this island, so I'll have to go get a piano from the other island. Okay, I need a jukebox. Two of these. Four of these, I think. Okay. Okay. One counter. One checkout counter. These are already in the right format. Good. One of these. I need... Where's the stall? Wait, is it a stall? No, it's not. My mistake. It's one of those wooden bed things. And, a display. I may have to go back and get some items. Okay. I thought I was better prepared. I can get most of it done. It doesn't look like I have a couple items. What about the lockers? I swear I ordered more of those lockers. Yeah, wow. I was missing more items than I thought. So this I don't even have the storefront here. Okay, that's fine. I can order them and just see what the other island has. If I had the locker, it'd be here. Okay. That one. Get two of these. Get two of these. Get one of these. I'll have to go fetch this. Okay. Let's just do a check as well. Okay, so I do have this somewhere. Okay, I have most of it. Just a couple of items I need to order and I'll go collect. Alright. So that I just went with the wooden look. This is gonna take a bit. Red, nice. Okay. I might as well do this here. I hope I've done the right amount. If not, it's fine. As long as the frame is the same color, I can fix it later. Okay, so this one I just went natural wood. Yeah, okay. I was thinking pink, but then if red's available, it's alright. What else? Oh yeah, this. I think this is the last one. Is it red? Not red, but pink, and that's close enough. Pink is light red. It's fine. I think that's everything. Alright, I gotta go collect... Wait. I've got a couple items that I can see here that I need to check for. Okay, I need to collect a yellow round mat. That looks like it's it. Okay. It's a good thing I kept the island open. Hey Laura, how's it going? Okay, I need to get these items out. So... Good year? Yeah, I'm doing okay. Just kicking back. Getting a bit of time in with this. Not a whole lot otherwise, just the start of the week. Okay, loft. Yeah, I don't have a spare set of lockers on the other one. Storefront I can take. Piano. That sucks. I only got blue mats. I don't have the yellow one. Okay, I'm gonna have to keep an eye open for that one, or get it from Happy Home. I feel like I'm forgetting something. It was piano, storefront, loft. What am I forgetting? I guess I can have a look. That's fine. Oh, the old-fashioned cash register. That's what I'm forgetting. Antique cash register. I can go have a second look and see if there's anything missing. Let's have a quick look. Just in case I forgot anything. Sorry, I'm just getting the cash register out. Antique cash register. Okay. Okay, so... I mean, the other stuff isn't so much important. I can get it from Happy Home, the bottles. It's not even final anyway. What? I didn't quietly leave. What happened? It's been doing this a lot lately, like the communication gets interrupted, but it's local. Why? Oh shit, don't tell me it didn't. Okay, it undid everything. The items are still here. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Airport's still open, I guess. Alright, that's fine. I just confirmed what I need anyway. I just need to get the cash register out. Is my Switch 1 dying? Is that what's happening? It's the only thing I can think of is like, why is the Switch 1 being weird lately? If it was online, I'd understand. I can blame it on internet or the online service. If this is local, it shouldn't do that. Okay, cash register. Oh, I'm going to move a couple other things that I think I probably need now that I look at it. I don't know of an easier way to do this. Okay, that's all on the ground. I'm just going to go there, pick up the items and leave. Please don't disconnect. Okay, grab stuff and go. Okay, it's gotta go customize the loft. Maybe I'll luck out and Sahara's selling the mat that I need. It is Monday. Stock would have been refreshed. No luck, but I'll get one of these. What's that curtain? Huh. Might come in handy. Okay. I think that's fine like that. This just needs to become natural or brown? I think it wasn't just natural. I guess while I'm here I can do a couple that, well, one more that I know. Oh yeah, this one needs to be gold. I'm pretty sure I went with this. Okay. Can't get to work. Sorry, I'm just moving the other island into position. Okay, looks like the samurai is just directly behind. Alright. Of course. Alright. Once I place the bin and eventually end up with the CJ thing. That's that. That's more or less repeated. Alright. Work on a room finally in here. We've only done one. But this one I was happy with, so I'm gonna now do this one. There's still some elements missing. Oh wow, there's already stuff in here. Well. It's kind of funny. Into storage they go. I forgot one detail. Where is... Actually, I can just walk out. There's one just directly out here. The Calder. Not yet. It's gonna go down to 4 later. But I'm warm in here because it's the computer room. It generally stays pretty warm without anything. I'm also a pretty warm person myself, so I don't get cold easy. Oh, not now. What? Yeah. It's always when I'm doing something. This is a troll because I just put items away to make room for items and he gives me an item. I do mind. I'll play a little game. Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, no. Of course I'm going to lose high card, low card. Yeah, good. Go away. That's what I forgot. Okay. Alright, so this is going to take me a minute to figure out. So let me get just the important stuff into position first. And we're not sitting on silence. Okay. We'll fix up any minor detailing later. What did I say? I don't know. I don't know where you got lost. I need to pay more attention. Is it cold out? That was ages ago. Wow. What did I say? Yes. No. To be fair, I got distracted by a puppy. Do I need to jingle keys when I give my answers? I'll jingle keys. That goes that. Instagram mutes the stream. Oh, well. Can't help you there. It's gonna get cold. It's not cold right now, and I'm a warm person. That's the gist of what I said. Okay, so all that's missing is the locker. Why does this look wrong? You see, there's more clearance there. Yeah, that is only 4 wide, so why does that look weird? I guess as long as it fits, it doesn't matter. It doesn't, so this has to be one more unit outwards. Then why is that wrong? Oh, I know why. I missed something. So in the corner is the fake cactus. Stool. Stool. Stool for the piano player. That. That over the bar counter. Now, I don't know if I have the wallpapers or the flooring, but let's try. I do have it. What's the side? The side is just those horizontal planks. I don't have that. Is that a craftable one? I'll have to look. What about floors? I can't tell if that's correct. It doesn't look right. It's the right orientation. It's just, I think it's this flooring. I'll have to see. It's definitely this flooring. Or this kind. Alright, so all that's missing is the wall. Alright, let me have a look. It's like 80% though. Is that the one? I think that's the one. And this is just to hide the diner pattern at the back. Alright, that looks correct. It's just the way that I did it. Yeah, like that. So, I mean, the only thing that's up in the air is the flooring. I'll have to see. What's the flooring being used here? Apparently it's birch flooring. Okay, so hang on. What else have I got? I have birch flooring. I guess it's not so bad. It's neutral. It works. The alternative is that, but I don't know. I think under the circumstances, this just looks better. Okay. Let's see if we have the bottles. We do. So, well, I guess I can't place them, but they'd go here. Just go like one more forward. Okay, do I have the gyroids? Probably not. Oh, nice. I have the whistleoid. Okay, so... I have to pick it up and customize it first. Nice. And the Wallopoid. And the last one is... I don't have that one. Okay, so I don't have the customer. Oh, yes, I do. I have all three of them. Sweet. Alright, let me get them in my pocket. Alright, so it's just the cactus, the rug, and the locker, which I'm ordering, so... I mean, I guess this is the equivalent. Alright, let's get them in place. My favorite gyro. It just looks like it's playing the instrument. Okay, it was like a coffee drink, I think. Yeah. Alright. Pretty much there, just a couple of items short of being the same thing, but in reverse. I mean, I like it. Little piano playing gyro, it's the best. I can finish that off next time. I guess I'm gonna have to order it from Happy Home, huh? Alright, I think that's mostly what I wanted to do for now. There's a couple builds. Get things more in line. I'll keep working on it. Alright, I did say Yoshi wasn't gonna get shafted tonight, and I'm a man of my word. So I'll leave it there. If you're watching this later on the VOD's channel, thanks for sticking around to the end. Leave a like if you feel like it, and thank you for watching.